Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Caitlin. Caitlin gave a general contribution, which I'll use for this video. Before I get to the content, please go to the Rumble link. I ask everybody to watch over there as I'm still monetized on Rumble and I'll help out with the channel. Breaking news. You know, not too long ago, this guy who almost became vice president, boy, did we dodge a bullet, made Minnesota a refugee state. A transgendered refugee, a trans refuge state. Support Black Lives. There's Lieutenant Governor. Protect trans kids with the knife and the guns on the T-shirt. And then what happens today? A trans anti-Trump, anti-Christian radical named Robin, previously Robert Paul Westman, has been identified as the Minnesota shooter who killed 2 children and injured many more at an Annunciation Catholic Church in Minneapolis. Media is hiding that he is trans, and that media includes Fox News because Fox News has a high-up executive who has a trans child, and they freak out anytime you bring up the issue. Trans far-left radicals are being encouraged every day to take up arms to legitimize their unfounded paranoia, sociopathy, and mental and health comorbidities. Trans flag with the gun, Trans Day of Vengeance, Stop Trans Genocide, Trans Day of Vengeance. The queer people who are buying guns to prepare for Trump's America. To all U.S. trans military members, we need you to contact your local trans organization, offer support. You need to help train other trans people and help them prepare what's coming. Your skills and training will be needed. To do what? To shoot children praying? Yeah, this is what they mean. This is what happens. This is what happens when you validate people's mental illnesses. This is what happens when you give legitimacy to people who want to butcher children. This is what happens when you stop judging books by their cover. You can't take one look at this person and see that they're fucking deranged. Of course you can. Of course you can, but it's not politically correct to say that. And that's what they want. They want you to be afraid to say anything. Look at this. Kill Donald Trump, R.I.P. and tear or tear, whatever that is. On the other side, it's written, ha, 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 for the children. This is who you're supposed to have empathy for. And this dumb fuck Trey Gowdy, this clout chaser for the last 12 years acting like he's going to do something about anything. This is what he has to say. The problem is
our system is reactive. Something bad happens, we react to it. And what people are crying for now is, how can we prevent this? How can we stop it? And the only way to stop it is to identify the shooter ahead of time or keep the weapons out of their hands. And so we're going to have a conversation of...
No, the only conversation that needs to be had is, how do you take these people and put them away in mental institutions? And the people who validate this. The doctors who prescribe the medications, the parents who go along with it. This kid's parents went along with it. They went to legally change his name at 17 to Robin from Robert. Charge them too. No, they want to take everybody else's guns instead of dealing with the actual problem. Why? Because they want carte blanche to be able to hurt you at will. Do not waste your breath trying to have a Second Amendment argument about the facts about gun violence and gun control and who's doing it. You're not educating them. They know. They know what the truth is. They don't care. They just want to hurt you.
Freedom versus protecting children. I mean, how many school shootings does it take before we're going to have a conversation about keeping firearms out? It's always a young white male.
Always. On what? And what is the other part of it? What is he on? What is he on? Hormone blockers. And what else? Say it with me, folks. We just did a video about it yesterday. SSRIs. Every time. They want to make it about the gun. How do we keep the guns away? How about how do we keep them away? How do you keep them away? I'll tell you how. Stop validating their mental illness. Reopen the insane asylums. Forced commitment. It has to happen. This is your sanctuary. This guy was almost the VP of the country, behind Kamala of all people.
Almost always. I mean, did anyone this morning think, I wonder if that was a female? Did any of y'all think that? I mean, there's been...
Yeah, because the one in Tennessee was a female, you dumps. It's not even necessarily gender related. It's the fucking pills and the ideology.
One school shooting involving a female. One. Yeah, Tennessee. But other than that, it is usually young white males.
Oh, well, other than that, well, that was a big one. That was a big one. You seeing these trans women doing the same thing. You see them getting arrested, being violent all the time. Idiot. What an idiot. What a fucking idiot. That's your conservative news, people. That's why I don't watch it. Church shooter went by two names, Robert Westman and Robin Westman. That's what they put up as their cry on, because they don't want to say trans because they're afraid of one of their own executives. It's insane. It's insane. Oh, that's right, another female with power. It's always a borderline woman behind this. It's always a borderline personality disordered mother behind all of this shit. Every time. Every time. There's your lieutenant governor of the state this just happened in. Can't figure out why this got violent, can you? Ugh. Stupid monkey mouth grin. Ugh. 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 What a degenerate. What a fucking degenerate. So now two kids are dead, many more injured. And why? And why? Because we want to validate other people, want to validate a bunch of communist mental illness, so they'll freak out and they'll have some kind of narrative to get those guns, because they realize, look, the trans issue is lost. They lost. They've lost their power. They've lost. And that's when a dying animal is the most dangerous. Same thing with the narcissist. What I keep telling you, this is the time you need to be most vigilant, because they're dying and they're cornered, and this is when they're going to become the most vicious. They've been begging for it. Look at this shit. Fat losers. They're all just fat, ugly losers. Fat, ugly losers, and they're mad about it. How are you going to talk about taking away guns? They use guns. They're promoting the use of guns. It's all a psyop, man. All of it. Look at this. Look at this. How do you look at this guy and not be able to tell this is a problem? This is a problem. You need to go away until we can figure out your ugliness isn't going to override the safety of society. There he is, making it a sanctuary state. They all should be charged. All of them. At this point, any blue state government, any blue city government that operates like that, the feds should come in, take over, and they should be treated no differently than the high school student council. Oh, you have demands? That's cute. You could tell me all about them during detention, okay? Tell me all about your demands during detention, because you're going to do things our way, whether you like it or not. Absolutely sickening. And it's going to get worse. The excuses, this is another play to, to take guns away from law-abiding citizens. Why? So they can have their communist street trash run around and terrorize everybody. No. Trans violence is violence. No more. I never went along with it. I refuse to validate anybody's mental illness, and so should you. And it's time for society to say, enough of this. We're not playing this game anymore. We're not acting like pumping up already mentally unstable people with SSRIs and hormone blockers and testosterone or estrogen is going to drive them into a violent rage. Sick of it. More fatigue. Trans violence is violence. So I'm just going to leave it there before I get in real truth, say something really bad. So thank you, Caitlin, for the contribution. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. If you haven't watched the video over there, please do. Even a click helps. Follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.